This is Fred Beck from Frederick's Fighting, proudly sponsored by Empire Fight Store. Today I'm very lucky joined by Deen the Great. Deen, it's good to have you on the Zoom, mate. You're joining me from LA. How's the weather out there?
Good, bro.
Nice.
Appreciate you having me, man.
Where in LA are you joining me from now?
I'm in like Tarzana.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't act like I know where that is. I haven't been to America even. But what are you doing over there right now then? What have you been up to?
I came over here to make some content, bro. Just came over here to make some videos, shoot some videos, some different YouTubers and shit. I'm not sure if you know who Deshae Frost is. Taylor. I was just at Taylor House yesterday. We about to make some more content today. What's today? What time is it? Probably about like 2-3 hours for to make some more content. And then when Fousey gets back later today, we're gonna make some more content. So this year for content, pretty much. I'm honestly thinking about moving out here, to be honest. But yeah, that's a whole nother conversation.
Would you want to move out to LA? It's better for work, but I never really hear that much good stuff about LA. Apparently, it's kind of toxic and a lot of fake.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I heard of that. Yeah, it's people saying it's fake out here and shit. A lot of people out here not genuine or whatever. But it's just my hometown. I already kind of like people in my hometown look at me like I made it. I'm saying, and I'm just like, nah, I ain't shit. Like compared to all these other people out here, and I'm saying, come out to LA. It's motivation, and you always meet somebody that got more money than you, does more than you. And that's motivation, you know what I mean? So it's like, you can never do enough because there's always somebody that's, you know what I'm saying? So that was
good. I don't know if it's like fake people there, if it's toxic, but that's what other people have told me. But I guess you don't really know till over there. But when you're like full-time YouTuber and you're hanging out with YouTubers, are the cameras just rolling the whole time?
Not necessarily because I don't vlog. I don't like vlog my lifestyle. I just kind of like do like boxing content and shit. And then I think I post content like on my Instagram or whatever, and TikTok, but I don't like necessarily vlog all day or like vlog my life, which I should, but I just don't hold up a camera in my face everywhere I go. I kind of like enjoy the moment, but I should be vlogging, especially with the people that I'm around. I should be vlogging.
I guess it's an option to have on the table for a few months' time. Yeah. Let's go all the way back to the start. How did you originally get started with YouTube?
Really originally, I was boxing. I was an amateur boxer. And then basically after high school, I was like, I need to start making money because amateurs ain't nothing but you just get a trophy. What does a trophy get? It collects dust. It's cool to have a trophy. But at the end of the day, I need to make money. I'm in the real world now. And I'm saying, and I wasn't going to college. I said, fuck college. That was out of the option. It's just a scam. Anyways, so I pretty much just, I did a video called Boxer versus Boxer versus Kickboxer. And that was my very first video. That video, like the first month, it hit like 10K, and then it gradually went up to like 100K, and then it hit 500,000. So I was like, hold on, shit, I need to start doing videos like this. Well, I just started doing different videos. So I tried like public interviews. That shit did ass. And then I did another boxing video where I did a boxer versus street boxer, boxer versus street fighter, and then that shit hit 500,000. It's like, oh shit. So I was like, hey, so I was just putting two and two together. Yeah, obviously the people like watching the street shit. People like, do more of these, da da da. I was like, shit. So then I just started doing street boxing shit, bro. And I did like a video where I boxed 2 people at once. That video blew up like 200K in like the first couple of days. I was like, shit. And then yeah, somebody's like, do a 3v1. I did a 3v1 where I boxed 3 people at once. And then that video blew up like on TikTok, and then ESPN, and then SportsCenter posted it and shit. House of Highlights. I was like, oh shit.
I think I might have seen that actually. I think I might have seen that a while back before I was interviewing the influencers. I think I might have seen that. But yeah, it wasn't House of Highlights. I follow them. Yeah. No, wow. I didn't realize.
Yeah. I boxed 3 people at once. I just did it, and I ended up whooping their ass, and they couldn't really touch me. So it just looked good. So I was like, shit. So I need to start doing. So I kept doing street shit, and then I just turned that street shit, and then I started like hosting these events where I'd drop a location, and I'd have hundreds of people pop out. So it was just like, it started with like 10 people, and then it just gradually went up. Now if I drop the last event I had like 700 people. So yeah,
that's a lot. But it just take me back. We'll talk about the kind of the street stuff in a second. But that's interesting. You said you boxed as an amateur. I didn't know that about you. How many fights did you have? How many bouts?
Yeah, I had 9 amateur fights. I won my first 8. I lost my last 10.
Oh, okay. Just a question on the street boxing. How come you do it in the street? Because considering that it's a lot more safe to do. Obviously, boxing is not the most safe sport, but it's a lot more safe to do it in the gym. Why the street? Is that kind of the niche?
Honestly, I just naturally did it in the street. And people fucked with it. There was a lot of comments saying, "Oh, why are you doing it in the street? Oh, concrete." But it's like, regardless of what I do or what you do, people gonna say shit. So, and the street look, for whatever reason, gets more views. People like seeing the street shit, because if you want to see some sanctioned shit, nigga, go buy a ticket to a Javante Davis fight. You dig what I'm saying? That's what makes my content unique. You dig, is the fact that I'm fighting people on the street. And thinking about it, if you watching a fight, let's say you just gradually walking outside and you see two people in the ring fighting outside in the ring. You're like, oh, okay, they sparring. But if you see two people fighting with gloves, you're like, oh shit, you're gonna be more intrigued to see it, because it's like you don't see that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was kind of like something naturally that happened. I just did it, and then I just kept doing it, and it worked. It made me money, made me cheap, and then doing this got me signed to Keem and Fousey. So, you know, now I'm about to fight on the big screen now. So I went from street shit to, you know, to about to fight the ring.
Do you think when you got your fight day announced, do you think you'll stop that street boxing to make sure you kind of you don't get any injuries from that and start training?
Yeah. That's why I haven't really did it as much, especially being signed and you know, the potential risk of me getting hurt on the street. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't want no lawsuits of me, you know, hurting somebody or some shit, somebody fall on their head or whatever. And I'm about to fight soon, like probably in like the next 2 months. So yeah, that announcement will be soon. But yeah, us and all the Happy Punch fighters will be announcing our fights and shit.
Will that be in the US or the UK?
I got word from, it might be in London, not London,
Ireland. Oh, okay. And say when you're boxing on the street, do you ever sign a waiver to make sure that there's no lawsuits that can happen from that?
No, I don't sign. I don't have nobody sign nothing. They just verbally agree or not. You know what I'm saying? So, which I should have waivers, which is why all this is a risk. You know what I mean? Especially now I'm closer to that fighting on this big stage. I got to be more careful, you know?
Yeah, I think waivers would be a good idea, because you don't have any lawsuits coming up out of the woodwork. But talking about Happy Punch Promotions of Keem and Fousey, how did you kind of get started with that, and how did you get signed to them? Because you're their first fighter they signed.
Right. So, like I was saying about the whole street shit, fighting people and shit. So basically, when I started the events, I'd start like these big boxing events, had hundreds of people. I'd fight in it sometimes. Sometimes I wouldn't have to fight in it because I have so many people, have so much content to do. So I did an event in Houston, Texas. I went to Houston, Texas. I went for my sister, but I was like, fuck it. I always peep Houston, Texas, like supporters always commenting. So I was like, shit, let me make a post that said, yo, I need a park for a boxing event. Yes, I did an event in Houston, Texas. Basically, I did it last minute, and I had like 70 people come, along with a cop. A police officer came in uniform. He just came to support. So I was like, yo, you mind taking a picture for a thumbnail, like a face-off? He put the gloves on and started boxing me. I said, what the hell? So
was he off duty or was he on duty, this police officer?
Huh?
Was he on duty or off duty, this police officer?
He was on duty.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, on duty cop with his uniform and everything. Yeah. So he just strapped up and put the gloves on and started boxing me. I was like, oh, shit. So then we started boxing, and the camera, my boy was recording for me. And then I basically boxed the cop. I did like a little boxing event, whatever. I boxed another boxer that was there. And I did like an event where some Houston folks box and shit. So I just put the video together, and I was like, I boxed a Houston, Texas cop. A Houston, Texas cop tried to arrest me after this or whatever. And that video blew the fuck up. That shit had like, I'm surprised that wasn't trending, bro. That video had like 400K in like 4 days or some shit like that. So I was like, yo, shit, this shit blowing up. Next thing you know, Fousey DM me. He said, yo, brother, we need to talk. I said, yo, what the fuck? So Fousey is the first YouTuber I ever watched, like when I first started watching YouTube. So I was like, oh, shit. Honestly, didn't know who Keem was. And then I knew what Drama Alert was from hearing about it, but I didn't know Keemstar. I didn't know who that was. But then, so we ended up getting on a call, and then it was Fousey and Keemstar. And I was with my boys and my manager on a phone call. And during the phone call, my boy was like, yo, that's Keemstar. Keemstar's on the call. I was like, who the fuck's Keemstar? He was like, you tell me after. So he basically told me like, yo, Fousey, Keem. Basically, they wanted to sign me, yada yada. And then we did like went out to eat, came to LA, had the contract, signed the contract, got signed, and then yeah, the rest is history.
Oh, that's quite cool then. Just talk to me about your manager though. How many subscribers did you have until you got that manager?
120K.
Oh, okay. Then I guess he'll go through the contract pick it apart when you finally fight the next fights for Happy Punch?
Right. But as of now, my manager is he's kind of like, he started off as my security guard, but my manager is the CEO of a big security company that's one of the best in the nation. So he's very wise. He was an ex-Ranger. He has a bronze medal for, like, I don't know if you know what a Ranger is. It's like a Navy SEAL in the Army. But yes, he has a lot of experience. And it really just started to be my security guard. And then for the events, because shit would get hectic, it was a shooting at it and everything. So yeah, manager to security. And then now it's like, he's like, I look at him like a father figure type shit. So it's like, it's not even really money involved. It's just like, he just generally fucks with me and sees where I'm going, believes in the vision. Kind of like Kanye and his little cameraman that on the documentary. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that. So somebody like that just believes in me, simply believes in me, don't ask for shit, just wants to see me win. And then,
I guess that's quite cool.
To that point, and I'm a blessing, but you know.
I guess that's quite cool because you got for 2 for 1. You got a manager, you also got a security guard. So that's quite good there. But how long do you think kind of the YouTuber and influencer boxing is going to last for? How many more years do you think it's going on for? Or do you think it's here to stay?
I say it's here to stay, bro. I don't think that should leave. It just came, and it's already bringing more eyes to boxing. You know what I'm saying, it's bringing different, like, people that don't watch boxing at all, don't know shit about fighting, they just stand on the computer all day and play video games. They're starting to like boxing. They're starting to get into the boxing gym and shit. So it's good. It's good eyes. I think next 20, 30 years, probably is maybe even bigger than what it might fuck around and be a part of, like, top ranking shit. Like, they might start signing influencer boxers. So you know what I mean? So I think it'll be huge.
Do you think it's good for boxing? There's a lot of people say it's not good for boxing. There's a lot of people say
Yeah, I think it's good for boxing, bro. I already know where you're going. Yeah. A lot of boxers say, oh, it's not good for boxing, because they think, oh, boxing is game. Shut up. Y'all just hating. Y'all just mad that these influencers are making more money than y'all. You motherfuckers just don't, boxers just don't know how to promote themselves. You could be 20-0 nowadays. Nobody know who the fuck you are. You got 5,000 followers. You 20-0 and you a champion with a couple belts. Nobody know who you are because you don't know how to market yourself. That's your fault. You just can't sell no tickets. That's why you ain't making no bread. That's why you mad. You know what I'm saying? So influencers, bro. Yeah, bro. If they just, all you got, why you don't do what we do? Pick up a camera and record it. You know what I'm saying?
What are your thoughts on what Jake Paul's done for boxing? Obviously, yesterday he was promoting Amanda Serrano, one of the biggest fights ever, the women's fight at the MSG. And he's also got his Boxing Bullets campaign. How good do you think about Jake Paul's for boxing then?
Jake Paul is a major plus for boxing, bro. You know what I'm saying? You see, look what he did with Serrano. He sold out a MGM Grand for female fighters. Nobody, I don't even watch female. I didn't even know I didn't even know who Alex Taylor was. You know what I'm saying? Or Katie Taylor. I didn't know who the hell she was, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Serrano, I had no idea who she was till Jake was with her. So Jake is obviously doing something good for boxing, and he's going to continue. He just signed another fighter, Ashton.
I've interviewed Ashton a few times. He's a good kid. He's very, very good, Ashton.
That boy is a beast, man. So Jake is gonna be the next Eddie Hearn. On top of fighting.
Do you watch boxing outside of all the YouTube stuff? Do you keep up to date with all that's happening?
Yeah.
Who are your favorite fighters to watch now then? George Davis, he's mentioned earlier.
My favorite fighter.
No, not favorite fighter, because I know people ask me that question. There's too many to pick from. Name a handful of fighters you like to watch.
Believe it or not, Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner is probably
because he's able to promote himself outside of the ring and then in the ring as well.
You said a fighter that, what's that? Say what it's again?
Name 5 fighters you like to watch. You named Adrian Broner there. And you say that because he's able to promote himself very well outside of the ring and then also in the ring.
Oh, yeah. So I say Javante, I don't know if you know Jaron Enos, Devin Haney, Teofimo, still a beast, even though he lost. The man's a beast. And Lomachenko.
Have you met any of them?
No, but I know Rollies.
Oh, you know Rolly?
Yeah.
How do you find Tank next? How do you think he gets on along with Toronto Davis?
Rolly, bro, but that's Tank's easiest payday.
So if Rolly watches this now, right? If Rolly actually watches this interview, what he's going to say when he sees you next?
I mean, I'm just keeping it 100, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Rolly, Rolly he has a chance to win. But just Tank is just different, bro. I mean, this is a good payday. I was going to say this is a good payday for Rolly.
I like Rolly as well. I like Tank as well. Both of those fighters, especially Rolly as well, he's able to promote himself very well outside of the ring. But I don't need too much time today, Dean. But what else you got coming up in the future? What's on your radar for the next few weeks?
Next few weeks, really just get back in training. When I get back to town, I'm going to get back in training camp. Get into training camp and get ready for this upcoming fight. Get ready for this announcement and ready to shock the world.
Do you know when the announcement might be?
No, because we're still getting the contract. They're still working on the contract.
Okay.
For the fight. Because I got the fight.
Next few months then.
Yeah, the fighter's set and everything. We're just waiting on contract, with money and shit. So.
Well, I'm sure when the fight's announced, we'll do another one of these. Get you back on the Zoom. But Dean, thanks so much for your time, mate. It's great talking to you. I'll put all your social links and YouTube, Instagram in the description, but we'll catch up soon then, mate. Thank you.
Yes, I appreciate it, man. Y'all subscribe. Y'all follow my boy, man. Next up coming. Appreciate it, bro. Take care.